Good morning, boys and girls. What we're going to work on today is we're going to work on something new with fractions. So I'm going to write down this problem right here, and we have this problem right there. Now, what I want us to do is I want us to think about a story that would fit this problem. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to write this down, and then I want you to think about a story that'll fit this problem. All right, now that we've had some time to think about this problem, what we want to do is it's helpful whenever we're looking at 6 divided by 1/2 to think about this as a story. So, what I like to do is sometimes what I like to do is think about it as a similar problem. Let's go ahead and let's look at 6 divided by 2. So if I'm going to write this down, I'm going to look here and I'm going to say, okay, 6 divided by 2. So let's say Mrs. Havrilla was going to make cupcakes for her son's college class, because that's what Mrs. Havrilla does. She likes to bake cupcakes. So she's going to make cupcakes for her son's college class. She has 6 cups of flour and only needs 2 cups to make 1 cupcake. How many cakes can she make? So now let's look at this. Okay. So then we have right here, we have our 6. So I'm just going to draw my 6 cupcakes right here like so. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many 2's are in 6? And remember that we also know we can write division problems as a missing factor problem too. So we can think of it as 6 divided by 2, or what times 2 equals 6. So we can look at that. All right? So now here we go. Do we see how many 2's are in 6 in this drawing? So we can look right here. So we can go like this. How many 2's are in 6? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have there, we can see that we have 3. Now let's look at 6 divided by 1/2. If we want to solve 6 divided by 1/2, we need to think, how many halves are in 6? What times 1/2 equals 6? Now, let's go ahead. Let's think about this. How would we write that as a missing factor problem? We could go blank times 1/2 equals 6. This is interesting, isn't it? So let's say now Mrs. Havrilla, she's making her muffins, and she has 6 cups of flour, and she needs 1/2 to make the muffin. How many muffins can she make? What I want us to do is I want us to look and work with a partner here and figure out, what do you think? By drawing this diagram and by solving in your math journal. Let's do that right now. All right, boys and girls, I think we've got this. All right, so now what we're going to go through is we're going to draw this and write this down. All right, so I'm thinking here 6 divided by 1/2. Now, I have my 6 muffin cups right there, and let's say if I cut it in half right there. I'm just doing this, and I'm just cutting those right there in half. Now, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we know 6 divided by 1/2 equals 12. Or if we say 12 times 1/2 equals 6, if you think about what we've gone over this week, that starts to make sense. Now, did this surprise you? That 6 divided by 1/2 equals 12. Why or why not? Think about what we know about division and what we know about multiplication whenever we're dealing with whole numbers. Now we're looking at fractions. Did this surprise anybody? Please share your answers with Mrs. Havrilla. Once you get done sharing your answers, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to turn to your math book and I'd like you to complete 460, page 460, page 461, and page 462 right now in your math book. So 460, 461, 462. Thank you.